I forgot my coffee. So, good morning, Debbie. I'm just going to say good morning, Debbie, and see if I got it. Is it Debbie? Ah, it is. I'm a freaking wizard. All right, I'll be right back. Let me just get my coffee. 2 minutes. Okay. 2 minutes. And I will have this coffee ready to go. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Megsy. Hey, Jonah. What's up, everybody? I was thinking about some things this morning, how it changed a little bit. Watching something. Oh, I was thinking about the tweet I put up on Twitter this morning. Who can tell me what my promoted tweet was today? Chakas, Nagarsky, Karsten, Eddie, Hippie, John, Bronco, Evan 420. What's up, you guys? Who can tell me what my tweet was this morning? Hey, Kristen or Kirsten. I can't see. I think it's Kirsten, but I can't tell from here. Jonah, the grill looks great. Thank you. Steven. Hello, Steve. Which one? Just start naming my promoted tweets, man. See if you can get it. What did I promote this morning? Which one of my tweets did I just put it up. It's my last tweet. I can't read that word. It starts with a P. I'm so sorry. Brock? Looks like Pasco Brock. I'm so sorry. Evan. Was it about Lee Camp? No, it wasn't about Lee Camp. It was about the show with more righties than lefties. No, the 5. No, beautiful plants. Bronco, thank you. I'm watching but am tired. Megsy. Taking away women's rights. That's it. Eddie got it. That's right. I can't believe how many people are on the internet this morning celebrating that they're about to take away women's rights. And I know the way I word that, oh, Nay, you mean they're going to make abortion illegal? Okay, you want to word it that way? That's fine. That's the way you word it. That's the way the right likes to word it. Some more? I think my dog is still hungry. I'm gonna give him some more food. Some more, in case you're still hungry. And I'm gonna put some. Boy, I'm gonna put it in. Oh yeah, I can't for you yet. There you go, buddy. Hooking up the dog. Smoky outside again today. Okay, I was watching but am tired. Taking away women's rights at 5, CNN morning. Julian Assange is a hero. How do they think they're going to take away women's rights? By putting in a Supreme Court justice that's going to vote down Roe v. Wade. It's pretty cut and dry. The Supreme Court is the one who decides the law of the land. And anytime there is a disagreement in the country, the Supreme Court is the last court to decide whether or not something is finalized or not. So they're like the mom and dad of the country. And up until now, they've always voted on the side of pro-abortion. And I don't have a problem using these words, guys. I don't care how the fuck we call it. I'm not trying to change your mind on any of this. If you're pro-abortion or if you're anti-abortion, that's all you. And it's not my job to try to change your minds. I feel like a woman should have a right to have an abortion. Okay? And you want to designate, well, the baby is coherent at a certain age and it shouldn't happen at this point. Okay, I'll go with that. I don't have a problem with that. Late-term abortions, I have no problem with that. But, you know, as soon as a woman finds out she's pregnant or if she was raped or if there's situations or whatever, it's up to her. I don't have a problem with it. I understand that there's a lot of you out there that do have a problem with that. And I want you to know that I'm okay with you having a problem with that. But I also want you to know that I'm against the Supreme Court reversing Roe v. Wade. It has been the rule of the land now since I was, you know, a kid. I don't know what year that was. Google. Okay, Google. Hey, Google. What? Hey, Google. Google, stop. Okay, Google. What year was Roe v. Wade passed? 1973. I was 5 years old when they passed Roe v. Wade. And that has been the law of the land for the last almost 50 years.
The United States protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion without excessive government restriction.
I don't have a problem with that. Right, hippie, but why have you been supporting Republicans all this time, hippie? Why were you supporting Donald Trump? You're part of the problem. I mean, I'm not putting you down, but if you're anti-abortion, man, Jesus fucking Christ, fuck Israel. Fuck Israel. You like Israel because you're Jewish? That's your excuse, you fucking indoctrinate? Are you kidding me? They kill people because they're assholes. You know, and you let your fucking Judaism, I'm assuming all this, hippie chick, I could be totally wrong, but I'm just going to throw this out there. You let your Judaism cloud your ability to protect other women and their right to choose what goes on inside their bodies. I'm sorry, a woman's right to have an abortion. Okay, is it better if I say that, right-wingers? Is that the way you want me to say it? I don't mind saying it like that. I support it. I don't care what you fucking call it. You want to call it baby murdering? I'll call it baby murdering, and I'll say, hey, I support baby murdering. Okay, so fuck you. You know, your words don't fucking bother me. You want to move to Israel? Fuck Israel. Fuck Israel and fuck Michael Malice for being a fucking blind zealot. For being a blind Zionist. Hey man, you can call me a Zionist, but I'm not a blind Zionist. I support Israel's right to exist, but not if they're going to sit there and brutalize their neighbors. You know? And you guys have your right to disagree with me on that too. I don't give a fuck how you feel on it. That's just where I am with it, you know, and I'm just throwing it out there. But look, we're here to talk about one thing only today. It's Julian Assange. And the reason why is because Jimmy Dore inspired me. Do you know what I heard Jimmy Dore say? Well, I'm just going to let you hear Jimmy Dore say. I think the best way to support Julian Assange is for me to just let you hear it from Jimmy Dore's mouth. Because he has a way of phrasing this that I could never do. Okay, I was watching it on my other channel. Let me find it. Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore, Julian Assange. 2 weeks ago, 1 year ago, 1 month ago, 1 year ago, 1 week ago, 4 months ago, 3 years ago, 1 year ago, 1 year ago. Huh. Let me switch accounts. I don't even know which video it was. He talks about Julian Assange a lot. Switch account. Okay. It's going to be my main channel probably that I was on. Julian Assange. Okay, let's go to history. Cowardly. There it is. cowardly silence. When was this? This was put up on the internet on the 19th. It was put up 2 days ago, so it's fresh.
Julian Assange is on trial, and so let's take a look at what's going on with the Julian. Now, Julian Assange is a journalist. He exposed war crimes, so of course they're trying to crush him. And who's they? The Western world, Australia, the UK, and the United States are all trying to crush Julian Assange. This is from Amnesty International. Okay, it says the UK lack of access to Julian Assange's extradition hearing undermines open justice. Amnesty International is deeply concerned that the organization's lack of access to the Julian Assange extradition hearing, which began on September 7th at the Old Bailey in London, undermines the recognition of trial observers as guardians of international fair trial standards. They want to keep it in the dark. Yeah, it's imagine that. It's concerning that the press is excluded from a trial concerning press freedom.
Huh. Did you guys hear that?
It's a trial about press freedom, and they're excluding the press. Isn't that something? The organization lodged 3 separate applications to request access to the premises of the court for the hearing. All applications were...
Now, whether you like and appreciate Julian Assange or what he did, whether you support it or you are completely against it, what the world is doing to him, we should all be out in the streets protesting. You know, I understand Black Lives Matter is important. I understand what's going on with Ruth Bader Ginsburg is important. I understand what's going on with COVID and the fires is important. But this thing right here, this is the reason we should all be out in the street protesting. And like I said, even if you disagree with everything that he did and said, you should still support his right to have a fair trial. If you're an American citizen and you don't support that, then you shouldn't be an American at all. You know, when Barack Obama passed the Indefinite Detention Act, we should have all been out in the streets screaming at the tops of our lungs. And we didn't. It was Barack Obama, and he did it smoothly. And we were like, oh my God, this is horrible, but oh well, it's Barack Obama. You know, he knows what's best for us. This is the result of that fucking law. He can call anyone a terrorist. He doesn't have to give them any sort of habeas corpus, any sort of legal access. None of the things that America provides as far as legal protections go when you're being persecuted by the government. He took it all away with the stroke of a pen, and we were fucking silent. It's not about Julian Assange. It's not about him at all. It's about what we are doing to him. Y'all need to pay attention. And like I said, it doesn't matter whether you give a fuck about this man or not. The next one it happens to could be you.
Were rejected, signaling a retreat on the part of the UK authorities from the principle of open justice. Yes, we're gonna remove the principle of open justice, and we're going to inject the fascism clause. This is happening right out in the open.
Right out in the open.
Just like Barack Obama bombing 7 different countries, just like Barack Obama opening the Arctic to drilling twice, just like Barack Obama building cages and putting children in them, just like Barack Obama making the banks bigger while kicking 5.1 million people out of their houses, just like Barack Obama letting peaceful protesters get their head cracked. It's all right up in the open. Just like Barack Obama leaving the first time he comes back in the public life after he leaves the White House is to do speeches for Wall Street. They do it right out in the open, as Critch says. They steal and cheat right out in the open because there's no one going to prosecute them because they own all the levers of power. War criminals don't get prosecuted. Corporate criminals, bankers, no one. You know who gets prosecuted?
Cheers.
If you got a joint in your pocket and you're black,
style.
you're going to go to jail and you're going to do prison labor. You got to come
Cannabis
put out some fires or you got to make some
progressive
for the Gap. Amnesty International has called on the United States government to drop all the charges against Julian Assange for his publishing activities and on the UK authorities not to send Assange to the USA or any country where he would be at risk of serious human rights violations. Each day, Julian Assange is woken at 5 a.m. He's handcuffed. He is then put in holding cells. He is then stripped naked, and he's then x-rayed. He's transported 1.5 hours each way in what feels like a vertical coffin in a claustrophobic van. He's in a glass box at the back of a court where he can't consult his lawyers properly.
Free Julian, exactly.
And why is he being treated that way? That's all for committing the crime of publishing things for the greater good.
It's assassination. They're killing the man slowly.
Jim Acosta, not
it's just a slow motion
this.
Assassination, persecution.
Rachel Maddow, not screaming about this. New York Times, Washington Post. Where's Dave Weigel? Is he screaming about this?
Look,
Has he done an article about this? Does he give a
Look, this is the most important. I mean, up until now in my brain, this is the most important part of what he's saying in this video. Hey, Andy, can you imagine, right? No, I can't. What Jimmy is saying here is that even though we all know that this is going on, all of the people that Julian Assange was trying to protect, which was the press, he is the press. He speaks out to help everybody, right? All of these people that are involved in the press, that are in the same line of work as him, are sitting by silently as he's being murdered slowly in front of us. And we're all watching him die. And nobody that really has an audience is speaking out against it, except for people like Jimmy Dore and Lee Camp. And look, and Graham Elwood, you guys, and Ron Placone, you guys need to listen to every single person that he mentions here, okay, that is ignoring what is going on.
Why is he being treated that way? That's all for committing the crime of publishing things for the greater good.
All right, listen. Listen to the people he mentions. Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Jim Acosta, not screaming about
Jim
this.
Acosta.
Rachel Maddow, not screaming about this. New York Times, Washington Post.
Wall Street Post.
Where's Dave Weigel? Is he screaming about this? Has he done an article about this? Does he give a shit? Of course not. Fucking go-alongs, establishment hacks.
Listen.
They're all probably rooting on for the next war.
Cheers, guys.
That's what they do to a real journalist. I'm not a real journalist. That's a real journalist. That's why they're doing that to him. And every journalist in the United States, the UK, and Australia who doesn't stand up for him is every bit a coward as Donald Trump. If you're a journalist and you're not standing up at the top of your lungs for Julian Assange,
look,
you are worse than Donald Trump.
This is what prompted me to do this video. He got through to me. His words got through to me. He's like, I'm a fucking piece of shit if I don't talk about this. So I'm like, I'm going on my show and I'm talking about this because I don't want to fucking be a piece of shit. He's right. We all need to be talking about this.
How about that? And if you think you're not, I'd like you to come on this show and make your case.
Not me, Jimmy. Not me. I agree.
Maybe you've got as much integrity as, I don't know, a Geraldo Rivera. Peter Osborne on Julian Assange. Future generations of journalists will not forgive us if we do not fight extradition. But don't worry, Peter, because future generations of journalists will be silenced anyway.
He mentions podcasters.
Here's our friend of the show, Katie Helper. I may disagree with what you say, but I'll fight to the death to defend your right to say it, unless, of course,
cool, progressive.
It all embarrasses a president I like,
Good
or
for
is
you.
one of the many factors that may have influenced an election, in which case not rot and die in jail. A defense witness, Rohrabacher, said he came with the knowledge and authorization of President Trump to offer a deal. So Dana Rohrabacher,
Billy!
you know him,
Billy! What's up, buddy?
Republican, right-winger, went and met with Trump, met with Assange, and offered him a deal in which Julian Assange would reveal the DNC source, like how did they get the WikiLeaks get those DNC emails, who gave them to him. It wasn't Russia. It was definitely not Russia. Like the news tells you, like the FBI told you, like Chris Hayes tells you, like the Washington Post tells you, like Rachel Maddow tells you, like Anderson Cooper told you.
Here it comes.
They're all liars.
Listen.
And they're paid to.
Listen.
Really, Jimmy, they're lying. Oh, no, they're just dumber than me, I guess, in my garage.
Right?
They're just dumber than me.
They don't know about Julian Assange. They don't want to talk about it.
They're paid fucking propagandists. Read Chomsky. They're there to manufacture consent, not give you the news.
Read
you,
Chomsky.
You dupe.
Listen to Noam Chomsky. He's hard to listen to, but man, he's monotone as
So,
fuck. He makes
The
all the
deal
sense.
was that if Assange revealed who gave him the emails, that Trump would give him a pardon.
Hey, Cassie.
Assange rejected that deal.
He looks 80 and 35 at the same time, yeah.
What? You mean he could have revealed his source and got out? Yeah. You know how many journalists in America would reveal their source if they were in this situation?
Every single one of them, and let me just tell you what Jimmy just said in case you guys missed it. Donald Trump offered Julian Assange a deal. Now, it wasn't really Donald Trump. It was someone who talks to Trump, someone who Trump listens to. And he made the deal to Julian. He said, look, if you reveal the source who gave you the Clinton emails, we'll release you. And fucking A, Julian Assange turns it down. Listen to what Jimmy's going to say. Julian Assange is the most you have no idea who the fuck he's protecting. It could be a Republican, you know? It could be Ivanka Trump. It could be anyone. And Julian won't reveal who gave him that information, you know?
Every fucking one of them except maybe Chris Hedges.
Hey, buy that blue
including
jaws.
me. I'm not this tough. I would fucking buckle week one.
Listen to the
I
honesty.
would have buckled in the Ecuadorian prison he was in.
Brutal honesty.
I don't have it in me. I'm not this courageous.
Me neither. Honestly, I
And
couldn't.
neither is anybody
couldn't
else
do
in
that with my
journalism in
life.
the United States.
I mean, he knows.
Besides maybe Chris Hedges.
Julian Assange knows how important it is that he does this, because he could walk out and then it would go away. But Julian Assange is sacrificing his life. He's like fucking dying on the cross for all of humanity. And we're turning away. We're turning our backs on him. A nice slow death on that cross. And you guys, you need to look at Julian Assange. Stop turning away. Realize that this is happening right now. Tune in, you know, and support.
Are you kidding me? There are YouTubers who don't even have the balls to fucking debunk Russiagate.
He said
To
YouTubers.
debunk it.
He said YouTubers, and I was
Because
like,
they don't want to take the wrath of the fucking rest of the Democratic Party and the left.
I was like,
They don't want to be called sticking up because they don't have any courage.
I'm a YouTuber. I have to go talk
See a
about Julian
lefty
Assange.
news show, they didn't fucking actively debunk Russiagate.
Bless Pam Anderson.
What else do you need to know about them?
How about Snowden?
Are they sticking up for this guy?
How about Snowden? I agree. How about Snowden? How about Manning?
In his own statement in February, Dana Rohrabacher admitted meeting Assange but denied speaking to Trump about the issue. When speaking with Julian Assange, I told him that if he provided me information and evidence about who gave him the DNC emails,
There
I
it
would
is.
then call on President Trump to pardon him, he said.
See that?
Assange
Good deal.
did not name the source of the emails.
He wouldn't do it.
So that's the kind of guy Julian Assange is. So this is the kind of stuff that happens.
And you have no idea who he's
Governments, the
protecting, but
powerful,
it's the principle, you
They
know?
persecute truth tellers, and every other coward stands by and Russiagates. From Keith Olbermann
Cyber Style, no law regarding cannabis.
to
Cannabis isn't just for all.
Lawrence
It's a free
O'Donnell,
smoke session.
to
Cheers,
Bill
everybody.
Maher. Where are
Patience.
they on the Julian Assange case? Are they screaming about it? I don't hear them. Where's your favorite lefty news shows? Your fake, corporate-funded lefty news shows. Where are they on fucking Julian Assange? I don't know. Haven't heard anything. Hey, you want to see how the Daily Beast covered it? The Daily Beast. Could there be a more garbage fucking rag in the world? I don't know how people who work in journalism in America have mirrors in their bathrooms. You work in journalism in America? Where? At the Daily Beast? Really? You don't have a mirror, do you, in your bathroom? No. No. Here's how they reported this story. You want to hear how they reported the story? Lawyers representing the United States at Julian Assange's extradition trial have accepted the claim that the WikiLeaks founder was offered a presidential pardon on the condition that he would help cover up Russians' involvement in hacking emails from the DNC.
Style.
And then here's their headline. You want to see their headline? U.S. admits that Putin's favorite congressman offered a pardon to Julian Assange. That's the Daily Beast. That's the Daily Beast. Like if I was writing a comedy sketch to make them, to parody them, you can't do it already. They already beat you to it. Try to think of a joke that's a bigger joke than we already are in real life. Can't fucking do it. I got a joke, but it ain't gonna be good. This is the Clinton rag, by the way. The Daily Beast is the Clinton rag. They're on one of the Clintons is on the board of the Daily Beast. The Clinton rag. And so here's the Clinton twist. There's the Clinton twist. And
Chelsea's on board.
Chelsea.
Chelsea Clinton.
Putin's favorite congressman. Like a cartoon.
Whoa.
Hey, why don't you guys go-
Whoa. Progressive Voice or progressivenewsdaily.net. Listen to me, okay? And listen very closely. All right? Listen. I don't know if you're a live streamer, but I'm assuming that you are, Progressive News Daily. But I would never go on your live stream and tell your audience that someone else has just gone live somewhere else. You have to realize that as a podcaster, that is one thing that you just don't do. Now, my audience knows when I'm live that if Graham, this guy, or Graham Elwood or Ron Placone goes live, that's different. Okay, well, then I understand why you wouldn't understand that because you're not a podcaster. But what you just did is like what Doc just said. It's disrespectful. And you're going to make me lose viewers when you do that shit. I was hoping you'd switch. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow, you've got a lot of fucking nerve. Let me tell you something, Progressive News Daily. I'm blocking you from my live stream. What a fucking narcissistic cunt you are. Get the fuck out of here. Wow.
Why don't you say it's also Bigfoot's
I just got to
favorite
do a bong hit. I
congressman?
just can't even believe that just fucking happened.
Caitlin
Holy
Johnstone,
shit.
Exposing war crimes should always be legal. Committing and hiding them should not. In a healthy world, governments would see truth as something to be desired and actively sought, not something to be repressed and punished. Yeah, in a healthy world, unfortunately, we don't live in a healthy world.
Rage Against the Machine said it best. Wow, 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 wow.
We live in this world, which is a corporate nightmare and a fascist state.
Wow.
I mean, there's nothing else you can say. And that
I'm
comes
just
from
like,
both parties.
wow. Dude, Jimmy Dore, this is important. I mean,
The
Jimmy Dore
journalists are not
makes
speaking out for Assange's
perfect
freedom right
points
now.
here.
They're telling you his persecution poses no threat to them. They're telling you that they will side with power every time. They're telling you they are propagandists. It should always be illegal for governments to hide evidence of their war crimes. War crimes should always be punished. People who start criminal wars should always be punished. Government should not be permitted to have a
Quarter of the
level
hour,
of secrecy
no
that
law
allows them to
regarding
start
cannabis.
criminal wars.
Cannabism
And power
is
and
for all,
secrecy
cyber
should
style.
always
Cheers.
have an inverse relationship
Patience.
to each other.
Patience.
This is from Caitlin Johnstone. In a healthy world, the most powerful government on earth wouldn't be trying to squint at its own laws in such a way that permits a prosecution of a journalist for telling the truth. In a healthy world, the most powerful government on earth wouldn't prosecute anyone for telling the truth.
Listen to this, guys.
In a healthy world, governments would prosecute their own war crimes instead of those who expose them. In a healthy world, governments wouldn't commit war crimes at all.
You guys have to listen to this because a lot of people refuse to listen
In
to
a
any of
healthy
this.
world, governments would see truth as something to be desired and actively sought, not something to be repressed and punished. In a healthy world, governments wouldn't keep secrets from the public and wouldn't have any cause to want to. In a healthy world, if governments existed at all, they would exist solely as tools for the people to serve themselves, with full transparency and accountability to the people.
Hey, Todd.
We are obviously very, very, very far cry from the kind of healthy world we would all like to one day find ourselves in. But we should always keep in mind what a healthy world will look like and hold it as our true north of the direction that we are pushing in. That's from Caitlin Johnson. Here's Daniel Ellsberg. Now, if you don't know who he is, Daniel Ellsberg is credited with helping end the Vietnam War because he published the secrets that revealed that 4 different administrations had lied to the United States people about a war.
David C. Baker Jr. David C. Baker Jr.
So now the American press is staring right down the barrel at the use of the Espionage Act against American journalists and publishers for doing journalism, for doing what they do best at their...
Listen to what he just said, okay? I want you guys to listen to what that old man just said, and I want you to listen closely because I know we're all sitting here smoking. So fucking pay attention to his words, okay? Here we go.
their best every day. So now the American press is staring right down the barrel at the use of the Espionage Act against American journalists and publishers for doing journalism. Staring right down the barrel at the use of the Espionage Act against American journalists and publishers for doing journalism. The Espionage Act against American journalists and publishers for doing journalism. The American press is staring right down the barrel at the use of the Espionage Act against American journalists and publishers for doing journalism. The American press is staring right down the barrel at the use of the Espionage Act against American journalists and publishers for doing journalism.
Now listen, if you've been listening to Donald Trump for the last 3 years, and you've been subscribing to his bullshit and all his fake news, 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 the press is the enemy, the press is the enemy, the press is the enemy, then you might disagree with this man. And I would understand why you've been indoctrinated by Donald Trump and his fucking bullshit narrative. But if you are a true American and you really do support the First Amendment and you support the Constitution of the United States of America, then this is the only narrative that should make sense to you. And you should be raging against Donald Trump saying that the press is the enemy. Yeah, some of them are fucking liars, and it's bullshit. And they should all be called out. They should be fucking fired when they're lying in the press. Absolutely. And there's things that they won't cover. Absolutely. But someone like this that is going out of his way to put himself in harm's way in order to bring you facts that the government did resulting in the deaths of people, to be punished in this way, and for other journalists to not all be screaming with bloodshot eyes, blood fucking screaming out of their eyes, that they're raging so hard that the blood vessels in their fucking neck and their heads are popping. They should be that fucking angry about it. And it's like all of the authors and all of the movie producers that ever predicted this shit, that ever wrote books that predicted this shit, George Orwell, 1984, Brazil, all of that dystopian future shit, it was all for nothing because so many people want to ignore the plight of this man. And this is the last stone in the wall that's about to crumble of our First Amendment freedom. And this is it. And if you don't get on board now, and you know what, man? It's like one of the things I'm going to ask Lee Camp. He's going to be here in just 2 days. Oh, my God. Today's Monday. He's going to be here on Wednesday, guys, at 9 a.m. Right now, in 2 days, be here at 9 a.m. That's when he's going to be here, guys. He's going to be right here. Oh, my God, that's so funny that I'm promoting it right at the right time. On Wednesday, be here, Lee Camp. This will be one of the things we discuss. I guarantee it. Were you guys waiting for me to tell you what the question was I was going to ask Lee Camp? I can't remember what it is. It's written down. I can't remember what it was pertaining to, what I was just saying about the brick in the wall collapses, where basically, our First Amendment rights are gone. Oh, I remember what it was. I remember the question that I'm asking Lee Camp, and it is written down. This is the question, and I'm going to try to phrase it. I'm just try to remember the way I say it, because I wrote it down. It's perfect. But it is, right now, in today's world, with what's going on, it is Newfoundland. Thank you, buddy. Newfoundland 420. Thanks to Bad Bad Blue Jaws. Cheers, everybody. And I'm going to tell you the question that I'm asking Lee Camp here. His new channel. Yes. Lee Camp's new channel. It's called Moment of Clarity with Lee Camp. 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 You guys like the new theme song? Moment of Clarity with Lee Camp. on YouTube. You know why I'm singing it? Moment of clarity with Lee Camp. Moment of clarity with Lee Camp. I'm singing it because I can't remember the title, man. Moment of clarity with Lee Camp. He needs a theme song. Moment of clarity with Lee Camp. So drive it into your brain. He needs a theme song to drive that name into people's brains. Come up with a theme song to Julian Assange.
For doing what they do.
Oh, by the way, Lee Camp's going to be here in 2 days, guys, just so y'all know. This time, right now, in 2 days, be here. 9 a.m. on Wednesday. 9 a.m. on Wednesday in 2 days. I just got to tell you that. I'm so stoked.
Best at their best every day of getting information that the government doesn't want known to the public because of their wrongdoing, their lies, their crimes, whatever. There's a lot of those, and that's what is mainly the secrecy system is intended to protect indefinitely. Now, it's not only American journalists here, although the American First Amendment, the core of our form of government, I would say, is at stake at this right now and is being attacked. Actually, if Julian is extradited, as I say, as you said, it will lead to prosecution here and probably conviction, and he will be the first journalist and publisher, but not the last. New York Times probably won't be the
first.
second either. It might be the third.
That is the collapse of our First Amendment rights.
Everybody has a stake in this.
Donald Trump,
Meanwhile,
and
if Julian is
if Donald Trump and his son, or anybody that supports Donald Trump, becomes the next president, let's say Donald Trump gets 4 more years. And then you have, let's say, Donald Trump Jr. becomes president, you're looking at a fucking straight up dictatorship. Okay? You will be pulled out of your homes and you will be fucking imprisoned and you will be jailed or you will be fucking executed for the things you say. What is happening to Julian Assange, he's just that little piece of yarn, that he's that little string. You're sitting there on your couch, and that on your couch, and there's that little string, and it's just sticking out. And you just want to yank that string out because it doesn't look right. That's Julian Assange. He's that string. And you're going to go there and you're going to yank that string out and you're going to unravel the whole fucking couch that you're sitting on. And like I said, this guy just said, it's funny because I said he's the last brick in the wall of our First Amendment rights. And the way this guy is saying it, he is the first journalist, the first brick in the wall that's walling up your freedom of expression, your freedom of speech, your freedom of fucking thought eventually. You guys, I mean, hey, I ain't telling you how to fucking vote. But I'm just telling you, this is where we're headed. And let me tell you something else. It doesn't matter if it's Donald Trump or Joe Biden. They both want to get rid of this guy. And don't believe anything Joe Biden fucking says about it if he lies about it. Barack Obama could have pardoned this guy. Huh? What? I want to tweet that shit right now before we go back to Jimmy. We're not done with Jimmy. Fuck off. Julian Assange doesn't have a... I wonder how you tweet at Julian Assange. Shit. Who's that? I don't know. No, there's no blue check. Huh. Okay, I'm just going to say Julian Assange. Or maybe a hashtag Julian Assange. Let's at real Donald Trump, right? Stroke of pen wins you 2020. Oh, fuck. Fuck. At Jimmy. At Jimmy. You see how easy it is to do ats? At Ms. At Graham. At Ronnie. Where was your saintly Barack Obama when Julian Assange needed a pardon? At real Donald Trump. Stroke of pen wins you 2020. Wins you hashtag. You can't do 2020. Wins you Trump. Hashtag Trump. 2020 landslide. There you go. Dude. Don't even fuck with me right now, motherfucker. I just nailed that shit. Where was your saintly at Barack Obama when hashtag Julian Assange needed a pardon? At real Donald Trump, stroke of pen wins you hashtag Trump 2020 landslide. At Jimmy Dore Show, miserable lib, Graham Elwood, Ron Placone. Oh, Lee Camp. What am I thinking? What am I thinking, Lee Camp? Who else am I going to tweet this at? Who's down? Who's down with Julian? Who am I leaving out? Who's speaking out? Yeah, Tim Black's not a... I don't know how supportive Tim Black is of Julian Assange, because he's telling the Democrats, he's telling everybody to vote against Trump. That's the last I saw. I don't know unless he's changed his tune. He's kind of missing the whole hypocrisy of the left-right thing. Thunderfoot, Pop Brothers. No, they don't. They're not. They're not into politics, hippie chick. Use your mind, hun. Come on, think. They're not political. I think I already got Ronnie on there. Yeah, look, you guys could go find something that Tim says about Julian Assange, I haven't seen it yet. I'm just going after the people that I think would appreciate this. Joe Rogan, Julian. Yeah, I guess he would be down with that. Joe Rogan. Why not? Pamela Anderson, yeah. Pamela Anderson online. She doesn't have a she doesn't have a Twitter handle, huh? Pamela Anderson doesn't have a, she's not on. That's too bad. Oh, I found her. I found her. Blue check. Boom. Pam Foundation. Okay. That was good. Michael Malice. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll include him in this. I think he'll like that. I wonder what Joe Biden what Joe Biden would have to say about that. What is Joe Biden's oh, the vice president, is it VP? No. Let's put in Biden and see who comes up. At Biden. Huh. Oh, Dr. Jill Biden. And at, what's Joe Biden's? Wasn't he a senator? Send Biden. Let me see what comes up. No. Send, let's try it. Send. Oh, Senator Joe. Senator Joe. No, that doesn't come up either. Dude, what is Joe? Somebody find it. What is Joe Biden's fucking at? All right, here we go. Okay. Where was Saintly at Barack Obama when Julian Assange needed a pardon? At real Donald Trump, stroke of pen wins you Trump 2020 landslide. Jimmy Dore Show, Miserable Lib, Graham Elwood, Ron Placo, and Lee Camp, Joe Rogan, Pam Foundation, Michael Malice, Dr. Biden. Ask Joe if he wants 2020. Boom. That's okay. I sent it to his wife. I told her to ask Joe. I'll address her because she's more coherent. All right, back to Jimmy. Back to Jimmy. Back to Jimmy. Back to Jimmy. Back to Jimmy.
To the United States.
Hey, it's 7:10.
These charges for doing the journalism that he has, the charges that are made against him. No journalist in the world is safe from life imprisonment in the United States of America. So the stakes here are enormous. And for freedom of the press, anywhere. Ours is far from perfect. Other places have less. A few have more. But the possibility of freedom of the press and thus of democracy is at stake all over the world in this. That sounds almost certainly like hyperbole, and it isn't.
And it isn't.
It is not bullshit. It's for real. We are in a lot of
So,
trouble.
you know all the people who've been screaming bloody murder,
and there's nothing
penny,
the only thing we can do is go
at
out
the
in the
top of their
streets and
lungs, their
march.
hair's on fire. Trump is ruining democracy. Trump is a fascist. He's a dictator.
No longer
Trump
gonna
doesn't
cannabis-
care about the
cannabis isn't just for all.
Constitution. Trump
Cheers.
is a... Right now, both parties are conspiring to actually undermine democracy in the core of this country, what this stands for, as Daniel Ellsberg just said. Where's Nancy Pelosi? Where is she? Where's Chuck Schumer? Where's Bernie Sanders? Where's the squad? Where's Ro Khanna? Where is everybody? Where's Rachel Maddow? Where's Anderson Cooper? Where's Chris Cuomo? Where's your favorite YouTube hosts?
I'm
Why
right
isn't
here.
everyone,
I'm
people
here,
who've been
Jimmy.
screaming about Trump
I'm
ruining
right here,
our
Jimmy.
democracy aren't screaming about the actual ruining of our democracy? What does that tell you about those people? They're charlatans and grifters. If you screamed about Trump and called him a traitor to our country and he's undermining democracy for the last 4 years, and you're not screaming right now every day, you're a traitor. You are the traitor. You are the phony. You are the grifter. And it makes me sad to see it. Because right now we need everybody. If we're actually going to save journalism, we're actually going to try to save this country, we need everybody exposing war crimes and the crimes of our government. Not everybody being quiet because it helps your career. So if you see a news person and they're not screaming about this, the reason why they're not is because it helps their career. And that's all you need to know about them. Why would you ever get your news from someone who does McCarthy smears of their political enemies and then is quiet when journalism and the First Amendment is undermined by the most powerful government in the world? Do you really need light to see through people like that? And then they're going to send you an email asking you for money. Hey everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is when I tell you we join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.
All right, so we'll talk about that. We'll get to that in a second. So let's talk. Brad Merle has a great question. He says, "How long does it take to sex a plant after it's planted?" Usually about they'll grow leaves. You know how they grow sets of leaves every inch or so as they're coming out of the ground. There's a set of leaves, another set of leaves. After about 7 or 8 sets of leaves, usually for most plants, some it's 5, some it's 9 sets, you'll start seeing where the leaves are coming out. Right at the stalk, you'll see little things coming out. Now, if it's a V-shaped 2 hairs coming out of those joints, that's a female. And if there's single stalk little hair coming out with a little ball on the end, that's a male plant. Those are the ones you want to get rid of. It's pretty simple. All right, now, back to what Jimmy said about Julian Assange. Listen, guys, it's so important that we all realize what is going on with Julian Assange, because what's going, I mean, not everybody's going out there trying to expose the government for murdering people. Okay? Not everybody is out there trying to expose, voter fraud or the destruction of evidence or anything like that. Some people are just out there trying to teach you how to make your own medicine, or how to feed yourselves, or how to grow or live off grid, or grow organically, and even people like that eventually will be stifled if we allow something like this to happen. And that's the way you need to look at this. If you're not worried about him because he's talking about, oh, the government did this and the government did that, and you say, oh, I don't worry about politics. What, do you like this? Do you like this? Do you like the fun that we have on the show? Because listen, first it's the journalists, and then it's the fucking YouTube entertainers, man. You know, I talk way more shit than this man does. And I amplify the things that he and people like Jimmy Dore say on my show. You don't think I'd be a target eventually? This has to stop. And this is the reason we should all be out in the street marching. This is the reason. And if you're marching for Black Lives Matter, and if you're marching for, you know, what the fuck is going on with COVID, that shitty handling of that crisis, or if you're marching for what's going on politically anywhere, or any social issues or whatever, you really all need to come together on this one. Because this is the one that stops all of you from marching for all of those causes. Look at those gorgeous buds on that tree. Jeez, look at those giant buds. You could have that. naysgarden.com. You can learn how to grow like that. It's all free information on that website. Go there and learn my soil technique. Learn what I fortify my soil with, so that I'm not out there, you know, pouring nutrients on these plants all the time. They don't need it. They're very happy, and they're producing giant cola buds. They're huge. I can't wait to chop that thing down. It's almost ready. And we're ready to have Lee Camp here at this time in 2 days. I'm so excited, man. Lee Camp is going to be right here. My goodness gracious. Look, as much about me as I love to make this show, sometimes, you know, sometimes we have to realize what's going on, you know? And this is real, man. And it's going to happen fast. It's going to happen quarter of the hour. Cheers, buddy. It's going to happen really fast. You know, what that man was explaining, I mean, we're watching him die slow, but the next reporter, journalist, film producer, podcaster is this close from being the next one. You know, is it going to be a right winger? Is it going to be a left winger? Is it going to be someone who talks about social issues? You know, is it going to be someone who exposes government bullshit? You know, is it going to be Graham Elwood or Lee Camp? You know, is it going to be Jimmy Dore? You know? That's a good question. Brad's asking good questions. You think you'd ever have to use force to protest? I think you would if you got like Sean Hannity to be the next president of the United States, or Tucker Carlson. You know, I think you would be fucked. Imagine Tucker Carlson being president of the United States, or Charlie Kirk, or, you know, Ben Shapiro, you know, or Jared Kushner, you know, Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump Jr. You know, Jesse Waters, from Fox News. You know, imagine Sean Hannity being president of the United States. The man would turn into Adolf Hitler overnight. If you can't see that, you're blind. Hannity would be the most dangerous thing to ever hold office. If you're terrified of someone like Sean Hannity becoming president of the United States, press number 1 on my live stream right now. If the thought of Sean Hannity terrifies you being president of the United States, press number 1. You know what he calls the press? Fake news. Everyone is fake news, right? Sean Hannity calls all of the press fake news. You know, the fake news people over there at CNN, hey, I'm not saying they don't fucking publish fake news and and that they avoid certain things like talking about Julian Assange. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying someone like Sean Hannity with a mouth like that, with the things he says, Hippie, David, Mr. Blue, Andrew, John, Ryan, 420. It's terrifying to me to imagine someone like Sean Hannity. You guys keep supporting Donald Trump, Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, someone like Laura Ingraham could become the next president of the United States. You know, one of the most psychotic QAnon supporters could become president of the United States. You know, someone who literally wants to start locking up the LGBTQ community could become president of the United States. Wants to start putting them in prison. You know, those people are wrong. We're Christians here. You know, we're all Christians here, and Jesus says it's wrong in the Bible, and you all need to go to prison. Could you imagine that? That's what Adolf Hitler did. That's what Adolf Hitler did. No one talked about Assange in the media. That's why I'm leaving his image up right here. I think, and it should be prominent as well. This should become a regular thing. And you know what? More people should do this. I wouldn't, man, I'm like right now, I'm thinking about changing my profile picture to this guy right now on Twitter. Oh, man. Huh. I don't know how to change it. Click on my, go to my, oh, edit profile. There it is. That's easy. Boom! Boom. I changed my name to Nay, Free Julian. I think. I like waiting for it, but maybe I have to refresh the page. Nope, it didn't work. It didn't go through. I'm trying to... Nay. Free Julian. Oh. There we go. Nay, free Julian Assange now. What do you guys think about that? Boom. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Can you guys all change your names on Twitter and use that image? I don't know if you can grab the image from me of Julian Assange, because I've got the image, but it's, you can Google an image of Julian Assange and download it to your computer and use it. I don't know if you can grab my image. Go grab my image of Julian if you can on Twitter. Click on it and grab it, save it, and then use it. Hey Cindy, how are you? They call me Nay on here, N-A-Y. How are you, hon? It's good to see you on here again. I think I've seen you on here before. But call me Nay, N-A-Y. Can you guys go onto your Twitter, go to your Twitter accounts, go to your profile, edit your profile, make your picture, this picture of Julian Assange, and then change your name to where it says your name right at the top. Like, if your name's Megsy, change your name to Megsy, and then in all caps put free Julian Assange now. 4 words, free Julian Assange now. Here, let me, after your name. If you see my Twitter hi Cindy, if you see my Twitter handle, you'll see how to do it. If you guys could do that on Twitter, I would fucking love you for that. I'd be so fucking amazed if you guys could do that. This tweet's unavailable, Steve Running. Huh. Watch out for your eyes with coronavirus. Yeah, sure. Absolutely, brother. I agree. Makes total sense, man. It's microscopic. I've had steam hit my eyes before. I've had my eyes fog up from steam. You must put out the picture. Karsten, you can download it from my Twitter. If you go to my Twitter, you'll be able to grab it. Go to my Twitter, go to Nay's Garden, Karsten, click on my picture, and then grab my picture from there. Right-click on it and save the picture. And then once you have it saved, go to your profile and use it. Well, you already know how to fucking do that. Who am I talking to about changing your profile picture, Karsten? Holy shit. You're the fucking pro of that. Yeah, triage oil is important, bro, but this is more important. This is so much more important right now. Because without this, we can't tell people about triage oil, right? I would love it if one of you guys could do it right now on Twitter and let me know that you do that. So I'm not the only one doing it. Don't make me feel alone. I don't want to be alone. Why the video of it is banned in the USA, and tell him he would be kind, that guy opening a cult I would follow. You just fell in love with him. Karsten. All right, Karsten. Copy. Lee Camp interview. audience questions. Okay. Well, who was it? Was it Steve Running that had the question that I yelled at and screamed at him for? Was it Steven or was it Randy Church? I can't remember. I always confuse you two guys. It's fucking weird. It's not my fault, guys. It's my brain does that for certain people sometimes, and I don't know why. So, I think it was Steve Running, right? Steve Running. Steve Running. How does it feel knowing the government is spying on you? Such a crazy question, bro. You're a fucker for asking that question. Okay. And then Karsten. Okay. Then Karsten's question. Okay, I got your questions. Both of y'all say, did it work? Doc Holland! Doc, you did it! Oh my God, I love you for doing that. Doc, yes. Holy fucking shit, Doc. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm going to make a tweet, Doc. You rock. Okay. I would love to see how many patriots out there I can get to switch their profile photo to Julian Assange to a photo of Julian Assange and include free Julian Assange now after their Twitter names. I'm trying to start a thing. All right, so let's see how many patriots we can get to do this. Now, and this is only First Amendment supporters need apply. That's what's at stake. Period. Dude, I got 2 characters left. I would love to see how many patriots out there I can get to switch their profile photo to a photo of Julian Assange and include free Julian Assange now after their Twitter names. I'm trying to start a thing. Only first, I spelled First Amendment wrong. There's only one M there, right? Only First Amendment supporters need apply. Period. That's what's at stake. Okay. So, I think that's good. Let's tweet it and promote it. Let's tweet it and promote that motherfucker. Bam! Let's pop that bitch out there. Let's see what happens. Boom. Promote your tweet and the children figure out how much money that it's worth.
Send out your stuff to the world. Spend your cash. Start a movement. Win some hearts and minds. You guys want to watch this tweet go screaming across the galaxy? All right, here we go. Poflow. Let's watch it go screaming across the galaxy. Ooh, it's got 16 impressions. How many of you will engage it? How many of you will retweet it? How many of you will retweet it? That is the question. How many of you will retweet this tweet? That is the question. How many of you will actually retweet this tweet? Who's going to retweet it? Who's going to like it? Who's going to type a little thing on it? Who's going to type a little thing? Who's going to say something on it? Who's going to reply? Who's going to make a reply? Is anybody going to reply? You guys going to type on there? Are you guys going to run over to Twitter? I'm almost Ron Placoning right there. I'm almost Ron Placoning. It's right there. That's what you want to do. You want to find that one. It says, nay, free Julian Assange now. I would love to see how many patriots out there I can get to switch their profile photo to a photo of Julian Assange and include free Julian Assange now after their Twitter names. I'm trying to start a thing. Only First Amendment supporters need apply. That's what's at stake. I shouldn't have put the exclamation point. I don't think you can use exclamation point. I did a typo. Let's see if they're gonna go out there and promote it. It says only 31. That's not looking very good right now. It's not looking good. It's a call to action. It's a call to action. They're not gonna do it. I just realized that. You can't do that. You can't promote a tweet like that. You can't ask people to do that and promote it. That ain't going nowhere, bro. They're not gonna. I just realized that. Psst. Unreal. Nobody promotes tweets anymore, pal. What just happened? That was a little exciting. Did we fool the algorithm temporarily? And it's waiting for a human to... That's not bad, man. That's not bad. There's stuff going on. Look at that. Likes, profile clicks. Oh, there it goes. I think it's going. It might be going. Well, there it goes. Holy shit. Son of a bitch. There it goes, guys. I'm trying to start a thing. Only First Amendment supporters need apply. That's what's at stake. Carson's like, now I'm done. I already retweet. Fuck yeah. Hey, you guys, change your, if you can, change your YouTube profile pics, change your Facebook profile pics, change your names everywhere, man. Do it all across the internet. Let's seriously, let's send a message out there. Everyone should be thinking about Julian Assange right now. He's in a trial. They're having his trial right now. Everybody should be looking to this man and seeing what's going on and supporting this movement. To shine a spotlight on what's going on, no matter how you feel about it. Trickster 469, free Julian Assange now. I love you, Trickster. Thank you, Trickster. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, look at that. Trickster on Periscope. I love it. Every avatar that you guys have on every social media platform, change to a picture of Julian Assange. You know, I do this in the name of Julian Assange, and I do this in a gigantic thank you to Jimmy Dore for really,
splashing some ice cold water in our faces and waking us up to what is going on. And listen, Jimmy Dore's not the only one that does it. Lee Camp, Graham Elwood, Ronnie Placone, there's a lot of people that are speaking about Julian Assange right now. Those are the people you should all be paying attention to. Jimmy Dore just had a way of getting through to me today. The video, you know, and I guess that's why you keep making videos, because you never know which video it's going to be that you say the one thing that you reach the one person that's going to share this with 30 other people. You never know. Man, it doesn't let me write it out. Karsten, don't do the exclamation point. No exclamation point. Just no exclamation point. Get rid of the punctuation. I was wrong in telling people to put punctuation. And there should be no punctuation. I haven't got a photo on Facebook right now. Shared this with Free Julian Assange. Yeah. Get this out there. Get it out there, man. You know, I realize when I used to think, I used to find the word patriot offensive. Listen to this. Okay, Google. Patriot definition.
Here's the definition of patriot. A person who vigorously supports their country and is prepared to defend it against enemies or detractors.
Right? Press number 1 if you're a patriot. Press number 1 if you fit the description of a patriot. You know, I thought patriot meant you were some fucking kind of a flag waver. It's not. That's not what patriot means. And I was wrong in assuming that that was a bad word. It's a good word. And there should be no need for anyone to ever have to be a patriot, but we should all, you know, call ourselves patriots. We should all be willing to defend the country against, you know, somebody that's trying to hurt you. I don't have a problem with that. Look at all the patriots. David, Hippie, Eddie, Trickster, Crip in Exile, Megzer, Jonah. I love it. Do you think they caught this? It's kind of hanging at 447, huh? I think they may have caught it. Dude, you can't have a call to action. I am asking people to do something. That's called a call to action. You can't, they won't allow you to promote a tweet. That's a call to action. Doc's like, I love my country. I love America too. I love the world. I love every country. You know, and I wish every country that everyone would be nice to each other. And I would love every country more. Do you know that I was on the internet one day and somebody on Facebook put up a photograph or a video, a short video or something, of the most beautiful waterfall with this most beautiful clear pond with these beautiful round stones. And you just wanted to go get in that water. You know, it was the most beautiful image. And it was in like a Middle Eastern country. You know, it was like, all I remember thinking was, man, I want to go there. I want to be there. It was maybe Afghanistan or Pakistan or something. It was a beautiful area. And I was like, I just, you know, I realized I love the whole planet. It doesn't matter. Back then I realized it doesn't matter, you know, how people are different from one place to the next. The whole world is a beautiful place, you know, and has amazing things to offer. And I understand now why people do like to travel around and see the world. Karsten, you did it. Karsten Cloud, you rock on Facebook. Yes, you are amplifying Jimmy Dore's voice. You are amplifying Karsten. In Germany, you are amplifying this man's voice. Dude, it says 465, guys. I think they shut it down. I think they shut it down because it's a call to action. But hopefully there will be enough retweets that it will take off organically. Hopefully you guys will keep retweeting this at people. You guys know what to do. You guys know how to retweet it at people. Get it out there. Retweet it at your favorite people on Twitter. Retweet it at your followings now that you guys are starting to build up followings. See how many people you can get to change their image to the image of Julian Assange, and let them know it doesn't matter whether you agree with what Julian Assange did or not. What matters is the way he's being treated and the way other people like him will be next, until it is me, and then it might even be you. So important. All right, quarter of the hour. Cannabis isn't it's for all. No law regarding cannabis. Cyber style. Cheers, everybody. I got it. Watch this. I'm going to reword it. I'm pretty sure they killed the promotion. Watch. I'll show you. Watch. It'll say right up here. Oh, fuck. Dude, they didn't kill it. Wait. The promotion's still going. That's fucking crazy. I don't know, man. It might just take off here any second. It's in the morning. A good time for a promotion. A lot of people are pulling up their Twitters right now. Lunchtime on the East Coast. People are pulling up their Twitters. They're starting to scroll through. People on the West Coast are waking up, looking at their Twitter feeds. It's a good time, man. 9 a.m. on the West Coast is a great time to post a tweet. You guys remember that when you're tweeting. You know, there's times a day, think about it, you know, when there's a lot of people that are on their Twitter, and you'll get more responses. You know, it goes with podcasting too. Sebastian, thanks, buddy. Can you post a photo on Facebook? And Megsy, can't you just Google it? Megsy, don't you have a web browser and Google? Oh, you're on phone? Okay, you're having a problem. You don't know how to do all that stuff? Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. Facebook. Hold on. All right. Facebook. Fair and balanced. Facebook. Okay. Yes, I'll post an image for you. Oh man, I got it's Unreal, pal. What, really? Nobody does it like that anymore, pal. Nobody does that anymore, pal. Unreal. Okay, I hope you're following all 6 of my channels, because I'm logged into the bud holder one right now. Photo video. Photo video. Photo video. Photo video. Okay, Megsy, I posted it. Son of a bitch. Don't. Photo video. Photo video. Photo video. I just changed one of my profile pics on Facebook to Julian Assange. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Photo, video, photo. I can't change my name. I can't. That's right. You can't change your name on Facebook, really. But you can change your face. I'll change my cover photo. Upload photo, video, photo, video. Photo, video. I like saying that. I don't know where. Radio, I'm on a Mexican. Oh, radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican, whoa, radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. Snowden must be next. I can't find it, Nay. I will tomorrow morning. Megsy, it's the Bud Holder. It's my Bud Holder channel. You got to find my other channel. I've got 6 channels, Megsy. Megsy, I've got 6 channels, Megsy. You see, that's the problem, Megsy. I got 6 channels, you see, Megsy. That's the problem, you see. I got 6 channels, you see. You got to find all 6. You got to find all 6. It's the one where I'm holding the bud, you see. Yeah. That's the one you got to find, you see, Megsy. Yeah. You gotta go tell Bugsy and let the coppers know, Megsy, yeah. It's so stupid. Am I high? I think I'm high. Oh, I think I'm high. Okay, let me see if it's still promoting. I don't think it is. I think it's glitching. Dude, it's at 500. It's got 390 new impressions. I think it's rolling, and I don't know why. It's definitely a call to action. I would love to see how many patriots out there I can get to switch their profile photo to a photo of Julian Assange. I wonder if anybody's actually done it out there besides my followers. Like, I wonder if any of my patriot following friends. Let me go. Doc Holland says, let's do it, people. Get behind this movement. Eddie, you did it, man. Oh my God. Eddie, look at all the retweets, bro. Wow. David C. Baker Jr. Oh my God, I fucking love you guys. Look, man. You guys, I'm going to retweet these. I'm going to retweet your switches at Jimmy Dore. It was all of them, but dude, I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud and excited right now. I'm just sending this out. As you guys are doing this, I'm sending it to them to show them what you guys did. Doc Holland, David C. Baker, forgive me, Progressive News Daily. Yeah, sure. Fuck yeah, I'll forgive you. Hey, you guys, Progressive News Dailies. Like, I didn't mean to hurt your podcast. It's good. I'll unblock you too. Give me a second. Give me a second here. Let me get this chat turned off for a second so I can do that. There it goes. Progressive, of course. News Daily. Unblocked. Okay. Sent me a tweet, and that's what you do. You communicate. I'm all hippie chick. What? Looks good. It didn't change on Twitter yet though, huh? It's fucking awesome. Welcome to our world. I'm going through it. I'm just liking all of your stuff on Twitter. I always do this. If you guys are tweeting it at me, I like it. So make sure when you tweet stuff at me, it's not like vulgar or it's not like bye. What, someone got proven wrong and they're telling me goodbye? Yeah, I unfollowed them. Oh, they said no, I unfollowed them because they wouldn't follow me back. Yeah, I'm like, you won't follow me. I'll sit here and I'll like all your shit and you won't follow me back. And I follow you. I'm like, I'm unfollowing you. Why am I following you? You know? They're like, bye, Nay. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Bye. Thanks. I really did feel bad. Eddie. More of you, more. I want more of you on Twitter to do this. There's four of us that have done it. 4 of us have changed our photos that I've seen. I would love to see more of you guys do this. All right. I'm going to go to that tweet and just see if anybody else randomly has changed their profile picture. All right. I can go by looking at the likes. You know, I'd see profile pictures from the likes. Okay, Sabina said, free Julian Assange, he is a hero. Free Julian Assange now. Free Julian Assange now, Doc Holland. Mo Bailey follows me. Sabina doesn't follow me. Okay, Kirsten Boone Cochran follows me. Trickster did it. Jonah hasn't changed his profile image. Kirsten Boone hasn't changed her profile image. Sabina hasn't changed her profile image, but you guys all liked the thing, which is cool. Okay. And now let's see on the retweets. It says 5 retweets here. Okay. And the likes. Yeah, okay. Okay. Only for you would I do this. Well, almost only. Oh, hippie chick. Did you do it on Twitter? Hippie chick, did you do it on Twitter? You can always listen. You can always change your images back anytime you want, guys. I'm going to leave this up for a long, long time, I'm sure. I feel really strongly about this. And you know what? I don't look much differently than him anyway, so. He's got a better nose, though. He's definitely got a better nose. He's got a better mustache, too. Look at that mustache, man. You got a good old mustache. Mine's dying. You did it, Enoch? I'm just going through all the likes and stuff, and as I see that come up on my feed, I'm gonna retweet those over to Jimmy Dore and Miserable Liberal. I'm almost up to 3,000. Like I told you guys, in a few days I was gonna be up to 3,100 followers, and I follow everyone back. And you guys should do that too. Just go hit your followers. It's easy to do, especially on the computer. And then there's people that follow me that I won't follow back. Huh. That, it's not too many though. Fake accounts, and scammers. That's it. Fake accounts and scammers. I follow everybody else back. And there's, a lot of people that I've unfollowed because of fake accounts and scammers that still follow me, I can't help that. You can't make them unfollow you. I guess maybe blocking them makes them unfollow you. I guess I should go block all those people, huh? To get rid of them. I don't know how many blocks they let you have. Lee Camp. You want Lee Camp's opinion on free Julian Assange now? We all need to be screaming this. We need to send this to people like Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Mike Pence, Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Sean Hannity, you already sent it to Ben Shapiro, thank you. Charlie Kirk, send it to the Rational National, send it to, anybody you can think of that might agree and do this too. You want to call attention to Julian Assange, it's really easy to do, man. People, check out your profile photo. Man, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people that are really doing it. Let me see what kind of replies I'm getting here. Eddie. It's all Eddie. Doc and Eddie. I love that Eddie's doing it. I wish more people were doing it.
I think it's so important. How well is the tweet doing? I was just checking another tweet, the one that says, "I've never seen so many people on the internet excited about taking the rights of women away." That one's doing fairly well. I would love to see how many patriots out there I can get to switch their profile photo. Okay. That tweet is only got 619 impressions with only 51 engagements. 13 replies, most of them are Eddie. Detail expands, most of them are Eddie. Retweets 11, most of them are Eddie. Likes 8, profile clicks 6. So it's really slow. It's a very slow one. It's almost like they shut it down, but it's, I don't know, it's still going. It's a call to action that it really shouldn't be allowed. It's against their terms of promoting a tweet. I hope you guys are liking each other's tweets too, please. I hope you guys are all following each other. I hope. Hey, Tanner. You're trying to get more engagements? Hell yeah, Eddie, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Patton Oswalt. I wonder how he would feel about this. I'm going to retweet it at Patton Oswalt. Retweet. Quote tweet. At Patton Oswalt. Is this a good idea? Worth retweeting? Is this a good enough Okay, Patton Oswalt, is this a good enough idea worth retweeting? We could use the help. How's this one? Hippie chick. Yes! Hippie chick, yes! Hey, Tanner. Christine Assange. A few trendies on Facebook still haven't converted to Twitter yet. Made account. Been watching YouTube. Oh, Megsy, get over to Twitter. What are you doing? Twitter's crazy. We're blowing it up, man. You know? We're making a splash with this. We're making a splash. I hope everyone leaves their profile pic up as Julian Assange as long as they can. You know? I hope Steve Running changes his profile pic. And I would love to see that made me laugh. Raise your hand if you're voting for Joe Biden 43 days. Don't try to push him left one bit. I got all excited at first because I thought anarchist jurisdictions meant they were going to open a public bank and try mutualism. That was way over my head. Ron's comedy is... What would you choose as the music minister of the anarchist jurisdiction? That's a brilliant question. It's funny. Lee Camp, 32 minutes ago. Oh, he's talking about Julian Assange too. So my ex told me she wanted to be friends, so I told her to hook me up with one of her single friends. How funny is that? Oh yeah, David C. Baker Jr., new profile pic. Yes. Wow. Free Julian Assange now is fucking trending, guys. I love it. Be up with your single friends, right? Oh, you want to be friends, hon? Yeah, hook me up with some of your single friends. Be my friend. Prove to me you want to be my friend. They are doctors as well. What? Roe v. Wade only allowed non-life-threatening abortions to be allowed? I've never heard that in my life. That sounds like bullshit to me, Manders77. I'm gonna just put that into Google really fast. It just doesn't sound right to me. Yeah, it sounds pretty... This sounds pretty, pretty blatant to me. only allowed for non-life threatening. No, it didn't. It allowed for women to have an abortion without government restriction. That's what it did. It gave them the freedom to do it. So that woman that said that is full of shit. I just owned her with just a fucking copy and paste off of Wikipedia. God, man. I think I'm gonna get that 100 followers tonight, guys. God, the abortion argument going back and forth here is crazy. I don't mind it at all. I don't mind both sides at all. It's confusing, and I don't mind hearing both sides argue how they feel about it at all. You know, I'll listen to both sides of it. I like to hear everything. Hippie chick, yes. Hippie chick, yes. Hippie chick, free new profile pic. I freaking love it. I retweeted you at Graham Elwood. Hippie chick. Your profile picture change. I love it. I spy a bees. Bees. He says it's time for it's time for attention, bees. It's time for attention, bees. Bees. Hey, bees. Good boy. Oh, come here, you big boy. Sitting there with his mouth open, he's so cute. Oh, big boy. Beezle. Beezle. Iceman! Does he clean up after himself? No, he's a dog. What are you talking about? Beezle. 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 Biza. 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 Why is my Twitter blowing up right now? You guys, my Twitter is like literally exploding. It's fucking crazy. I'm trying to keep up with liking all the new things people are saying and trying to follow all the people that are liking my stuff. Trickster, thanks for the retweet. Yes. Graham's gonna see it. Cheers. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is for all. It's 420, everybody. Cyber sorrow. I should do a face swap with Julian Assange because I kind of look like him. It's, you know, about 1/10 as handsome, but I could pull it off. And if I could just hear him talk a little bit, do a face swap with him. Make him come to life. Tell him what he thinks. Tell everybody, you know what would be great? Do a face swap with Julian Assange and tell everybody that's in the press and the politicians to go fuck themselves in the way he would speak. So, okay, Google, Julian Assange interview on YouTube video.
Opening YouTube.
Brush your teeth in less than 10 seconds with this revolutionary toothbrush. It was created by a well-known
60 Minutes interview with Julian
60
Assange.
minutes. Rewind.
I'll probably get in trouble for this one.
Just a few months ago, most people had never heard of a wet
Okay, let me just hear his voice.
country to country and regularly
Let me-
changing his cell phone.
Let me just hear his voice.
Need to take the site down because just the way our technology is constructed, the way the internet is constructed, it's quite hard to stop things
Let's stop things repairing.
So we've had attacks on particular domain names, little pieces of infrastructure
Infrastructure.
knocked out.
Knocked out.
We now have
Knocked out.
2,000
Mate.
fully
Fully independent in any way.
websites
Websites where we're publishing around the world.
WikiLeaks first caught the attention of
Alright,
most
he's
Americans
totally
last
Australian.
week when it released this
He's, what is he, Austrian? He sounds like he's Australian. I always thought he was Austrian. Okay, Google. Where is Julian Assange from?
Julian Assange was born in Townsville, Australia.
I thought it was Austria. Isn't that funny? I always thought he was from Austria. He's from Australia. He's totally got an Australian accent. He's Australian. He talks like that. I don't do that very good. Oh well. I don't do an Australian accent very well. It's hard. I don't know how they say stuff. Beer. Mate. Croc. It's a crocodile. Look at that Sheila. That's all I know, man. Crikey! I can say crikey. This is fucking getting worse and worse. That's not a knife. This is a knife, mate. Crikey. CNN just now, the CDC, said that COVID-19 cannot be transmitted through air. The post was made in error. Sounds like bullshit to me, mate. Foster's beer. Shrimp on the barbie. Knife. Hooroo. One. You remember the bitter beer face commercials. Psh, unreal. Corbett. Don't scratch your ear. We don't scratch the ear, but we put some more paint oil in it. Come here. Oh, yeah, it's rough. Definitely. It needs this. It needs to be softened up, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel so better? Make it feel better, buddy? You remember the bitter beer face commercials. Psh, unreal, Cobber. You gotta think about Crocodile Dundee. I just watched it recently and it didn't age well. Oh, really? Is it racist as fuck? Ask computer to tell you something in Australian. Tell me something in Australian. How's your ear feel? Does it feel better? You hear that grunt? He's a little, I call him Piglet. He's my little piglet. You're my little piglet. You're my little piglet. The sequel's unbelievably worse. I'm trying, crikey, to talk in Australian to learn how to talk like I'm from Australia. I talk about the oceans and the fishes in the sea. The mighty sea, the unbelievable storms cracking overhead. Mate, you wouldn't believe. Whoa. That's huge. God damn. Dude, I'm looking at a plant that's probably going to produce about 20 pounds. Look at that freaking thing. Not bad, huh? See, I'm not the only one out here who grows like this. There's people who put my plants to fucking shame. Let me take my dog out for a hike. You guys are fantastic. You guys realize that on Wednesday we're going to have Lee Camp here? I can't believe it. So tune in. We're going to talk about Julian Assange, and we're going to talk about so much more with Lee Camp. So go check out Lee Camp. You know, right now, go see some of the things he's putting up on Twitter. Follow him. And of course, check out Ron Placone, Ron Placone, Ron Placone, Ron Placone. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I think he's on Instagram. Yeah. YouTube, Get Your News On with Ron, and ronplacone.com. Ron Placone. Okay, check him out. Let him know that we're watching and that we're loving the stuff that he's putting out there. Go ahead, take the time to change your profile photos on all social media to Julian Assange, and let's start a thing. Okay, let's start a movement. Start changing your profile pics. I think it's a great idea. Let's get some awareness out there of what's going on. It's got nothing to do with him and everything to do with our First Amendment rights, guys. Remember that. It doesn't matter whether you agree or disagree with him or what he's done. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that our First Amendment rights are at stake, and he is the last holdout. Please remember that, and if you agree, go change those profile photos. Okay? Go do it. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.